Hello everyone and welcome to Ibrox Stadium. It is match day, it is Rangers versus Dundee, and I'm joined today by Andy Stewart. Andy, match day Ibrox, how are you feeling ahead of today?
I'm feeling good. Happy to be back at our home stadium for the league opener. Obviously our away travel to open the season didn't go particularly well, but our revenge was sweet against Pilsen, and we hope to carry that into the result today against Dundee.
Yeah, well, we're bloody well better because it needs to be better than it was last week. We need to go on a domestic run, so that's absolutely certain. But Rangers go with the same team that blew away Pilsen on Tuesday night. I want to say Tuesday, I'm getting my days mixed up. But it is Butland in goals. Max Aarons plays right back. Giga Suter again captains the side along with Jeffy in the left. Rothwell sits with Diamandi and Cameron, and it's Antman, Dessers and Gassama. I'm really pleased to see that team actually, considering that there was all these rumours of various teams during the day, and they went with the same again. I'm all for this.
Oh, definitely, and I think it sets a good precedent because, you know, I said leading into or just after the Pilsen game, you know, hard work should be rewarded, and I think those players, you know, as the manager made those changes, I think were based on work rate and effort and making the shirt sweat, and I think their performance on Tuesday night mirrored that. So again, I have absolutely no issue with, you know, these guys who gave us a good run out, gave their all, got us a good result, and yeah, they've not done anything to lose the shirt, so to speak, and if nobody else in the training pitch has done enough to win the shirt, then it's their shirt to wear. So I'm happy with that squad.
Yeah, I'm the exact same as what Andy was saying there. Two wingers, and Antman and Gassama is really inviting to watch. Diamandi, Cameron, Rothwell have all done enough to stay in, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing Cameron again in midfield. I'm looking forward to seeing the wide players. Looking forward to seeing Cyril up front to see if we can replicate Wednesday night. We performed so many times in Europe. We have to take this into domestic form.
Yeah, I mean, this has been the theme of the last few seasons, where you know, we have looked so good on Thursday nights under the Europa League lights, and not carried it into the weekend's fixture, which, you know, that should be our bread and butter. Our domestic competition should be our main aim as a club, because it has been nice, you know, making some good, you know, taking some scalps in Europe for the last few seasons, but we've not really been lifting those shiny things back home, which should be the main priority at the club. So if we're going to take the same amount of sting into league fixtures, I'd be very happy with that.
Yeah, well said. Dundee line up today, and I've got to be honest, I don't know a lot of these Dundee players. They're very changed from what we were expecting. They've lost several big names, but it is McCracken in goals. They go a back five of Ingram, Ashley, Robertson, Graham and Samuels. Midfield is Wright, Jones, Digby and Robertson with Hay up front. There is no Simon Murray for Dundee, who's probably their biggest and best player. They've lost a lot of talent. They obviously got Zanda on loan from Hearts.
Jan
Danda on loan from Hearts. Couldn't remember his name there, so I just went in the middle. And he's suspended, obviously. But I mean, Dundee, I watched them against Hibs and they sat so deep. They didn't try and attack. They didn't come out. I wonder how they're going to line up today.
Yeah, they've obviously, I think, chucked Dre right in there, which was the only change, I think, for me, but more experience. He'll have played against us a few times.
With Hibs?
Yes, yeah. I think Sid Johnston in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Jan Danda's a big miss, and obviously Simon Murray, as you said. Jan Danda's a player I liked before he went to Hearts. Yeah. And obviously, talented player on his day. Simon Murray, I think we all know how Simon Murray can do. Gave us a real tough couple of gigs last season, scored a nice couple of goals against us. So him being a miss, Danda being a miss, I think that only helps strengthen our cause for a shot at 3 points today. And I'm sure the manager will be echoing that kind of sympathies of going and giving them a tough time, and 3 points should be our main aim.
Certainly should. We'll be back with all the updates from the gantry, which hope there's plenty of Rangers ones. See you all soon. 20 gone at Ibrox. It's still Rangers 0, Dundee 0, and it's a game largely we could have predicted before we started, which was Rangers having all of the ball. Giga's just managing to get it out. I was a bit worried about that. Rangers having all of the ball. The first 10 minutes was a bit slow. They seemed to have upped it in the last few minutes. Andy, Gassama was in on the left. The carbon copy the other night, he should have pulled the trigger.
Definitely. You can't have that split second of indecision. He's almost in behind there. He's clipped. Cameron's still with that in the box. Falls to Antman. Can he get it under? Dio? Just over. they're going back to front a wee bit quicker in the last 5 minutes. It started quite slow, quite turgid, kind of failing to break down the line at the edge of the box. But a wee bit of imagination. Dessers had probably had a penalty shout. He could have had a shot on target as well, but chose to pass it up. The chances are there, they just need to keep at it and they should crumble.
Yeah, Dundee doing their best to waste time as well, but there's 20 going. Not a lot of saves for the goalkeeper as yet, but this is all Rangers controlling it. It's just a matter of Rangers moving it quicker. Way, Don Robertson finally has given us a foul. Needless to say, I'll keep my comments on Don Robertson to a minimum, but it's not good so far. Remains 0-0. 33 gone, Andy, and it's much of the same, but Rangers got a mighty let off Dundee's corner. It was a free header at the back post. It hit the post and bounced into Jack Butland's hands. A massive let off. Rangers yet to really create or threaten as Dundee are away again. Number 11 is down the right hand side. He gets that in the box. Max Aarons puts out for another corner. Rangers making heavy weather of this.
Definitely. You know, Dundee, it's as close to a goal as you can get. He's a glancing header back across. Butland's left flat footed, and it's the post saved them. They bailed them out big time, and they've not responded to the warning shot yet. I mean, they've went back up. They've tried to, try those interlinking passes in the 18-yard box, but again, there's not been enough intent and acting on it. As they've got another corner here, set pieces do seem to worry me again.
Yeah, Dundee just about to float this one in as they do. Oh my God, it goes all the way across. Number 10 at the back post again, going to try and get a shot. Gassama that blocks it again. Dundee able to work it back into the box. No block it. Free header. Oh, it's hit the post again. What a save by Butland. It is offside. Flags up this time. What a save that was by Jack Butland. Again, it hits the post. It was offside, thankfully, but this is Rangers need to up the pace of the move in the ball, because that's two big warnings now. Yes, it was offside, fine, but it's not been enough. Andy, it needs more.
Definitely, and again, I don't know how much more warnings they can face. This should be a massive, massive wake-up call for them, that although you can hold the ball for as long as we have, and we are doing it well, if you don't score, all it takes is one of those floated balls that goes in your net, and that's your game plan scuppered. And it's similar to last season, where that one goal derails our entire game, and then we're chasing. If they think they're sitting back now, if they score, they'll be sitting back even further.
Yeah, it remains 0-0, 35 gone, but Rangers couldn't have had much more warning than that. 52 at Ibrox, Dundee lead, and it was a set piece. We had warnings in the first half. This time they don't heed that warning. It was Rothwell who gave that away. It was a ball to the back post. It's nodded across and it's bulleted right into the top corner. It was a kind of looping header. I expect this will stand. They are checking for an offside, Andy, but I don't know what to say. It came early in the half, so there's time to recover, but this is not good defended by Rangers twice.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's Jeffrey's man. He's got three of them there, and it might not have been his man individual, but if there's three to him, he needs to communicate that. It didn't look like there was very much communication of anything from him. He was just happy to, maybe hope to play them offside, which if they're VAR checking, we'll see how it goes. And there was three of them there, and it didn't look like there was very much of comms in terms of support required. They were too busy focused about the man that was short as an option at our side of the park. And they get caught out. It's one of those balls that goes diagonally, and it's fair play. It was a good glancing header. No offside, good goal. Very, very frustrating. Now they're hunting for two instead of one.
Yeah, well, Rangers need to get their finger out, that's for sure. 52 gone. Dundee do lead 1-0. Rangers straight up the other end. Gassama has it wide left, looking for help. Gets the ball and cuts it back. Comes to Aarons. His shot is deflected away. Dundee lead 1-0. 59 gone at Ibrox. It goes from bad to worse. A through ball. Robertson was away. Giga clips him. It's a red card. It all comes from John Suter, giving the ball away in the middle of the park really recklessly. Andy, Rangers are now 1-0 down, 60 minutes with 10 men. I had just mentioned I don't see us scoring today because it's just not happening for us at all. It's just got doubly as hard.
Yeah, you're certainly right. Bad to worse. You've now lost your paddle on a boat that was already sinking for today. That it was unbelievably poor from John Souttar. One of many today where he's taken way too long to decide what his plan was, and then the execution on the ball was even worse. He's been sold up the river disgracefully by a guy wearing the armband today, and he's going to have to play without his partner for the rest of the game, and it's his own fault.
Yeah, Rangers need an answer there. A long ball towards Dessers, he's not going to get that. It's pointless. 60 gone, Rangers have 10 and they're goal down. 77 gone, Finlay Curtis is on for JFD just as more Dundee injuries kind of disrupt everything. Rangers not look likely. A lot of the ball, but it's a tough afternoon watch this, Andy.
I mean, that's Dundee obviously the man advantage, and yet we're still holding most of the ball at the edge of their 18-yard box. So, the only difference is that when they break, we're a man short at the back, and there was a couple of chances where I tried to slip in the man against Tav. Tav kind of getting that pace and the lack thereof, exposed a wee bit with the ball in behind. But we're just not getting the ball from our 25 to their 25 quick enough. And we weren't doing it with 11 men, and we're struggling to do it with 10. Again, it's the same thing. Edge of the box and just whip it in, frantic stuff. And there's no control at all, and there hasn't been all game.
Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't see this happening. John Souttar, oh my goodness. Well done, Jack Butland's out to cover him. He kind of stopped and let the boy run in there. It's all Rangers with the ball, but they're just not able to do anything. Tav has it in the middle of the park, looking for something. Finds Ant-Man, but it's played away. That's handball as well. I'll get in and off Don Robertson. 92 in the clock. Rangers have got an equaliser. James Tavernier from the spot was brilliant from Gassama. He was the one down the left, Andy, that wins the penalty brilliantly. Tavernier, to be fair, when the ball steps up, takes it, tucks it away. I think there's quite a hefty chunk of injury time added on as well. We've got at least 5 minutes or so. 10 men, it's one each. Thank goodness.
Well, Rangers, if we can manage to get anything more than a point, it'll be a godsend. But Jada Gassama, that intent is what he's been showing all game. I don't think the rest of his teammates have mirrored him in that, but a big point so far. But we want another 2 with the time remaining. Can they get it? This is another mentality question for me. The 10 men, they're a man down, but Dundee are still retreating. We just need to have a wee bit more quality in the final third, and it's achievable. They just need to keep going.
Yep, I don't know how long it's been added. I didn't see it. They were signalling 10 down there. I honestly don't know how long it's been. But we need to watch. Dundee obviously have got the 11. Rangers have only got 10 men. John Souttar, Christ almighty, runs it out for a goal kick, for a corner kick for Dundee. He is honestly having a howler today. 93 gone, it's one each. Most dramatic of endings, it finishes 1-1 at Ibrox. Cyril Dessers with a brilliant finish, offside. Just a minute or so to go. Boos at the end, Andy, it's not enough. 1-1 will not do. Rangers just didn't show enough from the very word go.
No, it would have been an absolute great escape to take 3 points from this game, because they didn't deserve 3 points. Similar, and I'm got a feeling he'll say similar to the Motherwell performance. The Rangers taking a point is fortunate for Rangers because we didn't deserve it. Gassama has bailed them out from taking a loss here in the opening game at home. Dessers, we thought we had got the 3, but as you said, Dessers in offside, it's like jelly, the peanut butter and jelly in a sandwich. They go together so brilliantly, and then obviously not brilliantly for us, but for other teams, that man's just always offside. But you can't blame it all on Cyril for that one, because the other players didn't give their best. He didn't give his best. The manager should be rightly giving them a good go on that, and the dressing room for that one, because they fell short of what we wanted today. But it's so symptomatic of where we've been the last 2-3 seasons, at home, at away games. We cannot raise it to beat a low block, and they're going to need to fix it, or we're going to be seeing the exact same storyline as we've seen for previous management. It has to change, and it has to change soon, because as the noise around here shows, any goodwill with Russell Martin, Livia Longley, is gone, well and truly gone.
Yeah, it's 1-8 here at Ibrox, not good enough, that's for sure. I just don't know where we go, because it's just not good enough. I think you can hear the fans in the background for this squad. It's not so much Russell Martin, it's these players. There's no goodwill there left at all. 1-1 in full time, not good enough.
Lads podcast is sponsored by Rhino Express, Clydeview Joinery, Athol Industrial Solutions Limited, and CSD Air Conditioning, in partnership with Black Rooster and Art of Gold. Thank you for listening to or watching the podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show.